got all of our stuff. We got some things over there, and we've got all this supplies under here too. And we got a Ronnie. He's scared because we're on a ferry, so he's under here. Emily's cuddling with him. We got the everyman weapon here. Everyone carries it on them. It's really weird. We're on the BC ferries right now. We're heading to a space that some friends of ours have that they've generously offered to us. Otherwise we'd be stuck in here with no ability to shower really. Dump stations, sandy dumps. They're eventually going to start closing too if this doesn't improve, so it's not an ideal situation in the van, which and the city's going crazy. Yeah, like they've sectioned off a place in Victoria for homeless people where they provide them with some sort of food and water and like tent sites and hand washing and everything, and it's like they've contained those people and they have to be in there. So that's crazy. So the next thing is no driving. If they see you driving, they're going to ask like, why are you driving? Do you live in here? Then you're homeless and you have to go there. You have to leave your vehicle. So that could potentially be a thing that would happen as well if it got really, really bad. Yeah, we yesterday we were driving north from Victoria, and we were in Duncan, and we had a cop. We were filling up for gas, and I looked over and I saw a cop. He was parked with his lights on at an intersection, and there was a homeless man asking for money and walking from car to car, which is probably the worst way to spread something. It's so easy. It's like, how many people are willing to give change these days to homeless people? It's probably very few. So the cop had his lights on, stopped there, and then the homeless man, he talked to him, and then the homeless man walked away. I was too far away to see, but I'm presumably he asked him to go somewhere and to stop doing what he's doing. Then we pulled out, and the cop was behind us, and behind us the whole time until we both stopped at a red light, and he was right next to us, and he was like this. He was like staring at us for the entire red light.
He stopped before us, and then he pulled forward so he could look at us specifically.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
So yeah, he pulled out a little more just to see us, and I just sat there, didn't look at him once. Emily was kind of peeking.
I made eye contact with him.
You made eye contact with him? I didn't even look his direction. I just pretended he wasn't even there. Hands on the wheel. Ronnie was in your lap, so it wasn't like a distracted driving thing or I didn't give him any reason to pull us over.
And then he held up traffic in the other lane so he could stay as close as he could to us.
Yeah, then he drove we're driving like the limit, but it takes us a while to get there with this thing. So we're, behind most traffic, but he was going like just as fast as we were the whole time until he turned off. And then we were on the highway. But it was crazy. It was like he was seeing if we were going to be a problem for him or just what our situation was. He was trying to vibe out, are we homeless? Are we traveling? What are we doing if we're traveling? Why are we traveling? That kind of stuff. He's trying to suss that out, that if we're going to be some sort of problem for him. And then we drove north here, and we went shopping. We got our final shop in. We're going to this island, and some people asked us for some things, so we're bringing things, which I hope they sanitize down so that we don't spread anything to them. And we bought some final provisions because we're going in for a legit 2-week self-quarantine until everything has hopefully blown over, and that we're able to live in this to the degree of ability that we had before the gyms were closed, and the sandy dumps and the provincial parks and all this stuff. So we're just gonna wait 2 weeks and have our food with us. I mean, this is the one really big downfall with the place we're going to is these people have a niece that might potentially want to stay there. They think that's not going to happen, but they wanted to let us know that if their niece did want to stay there, that we would have to be gone, which kind of gives us a feeling of insecurity the entire time, which sucks. However, it's it's a lot better than spending a ton of money on an Airbnb for 2 weeks, only to realize that this isn't over in 2 weeks. So, if we stay here for 2 weeks and then, we still have all the money to spend another 2 weeks at an Airbnb. So, if we had to, but hoping things will change in 2 weeks. But the world's crazy, and I feel crazy because we just bought so much food, and I'm washing my hands all the time. I feel like I'm like a germaphobe. Like, this is how Howie Mandel probably feels all the time.
I can't wait till we're on lockdown and don't have to wash our hands. I love the 6 foot distance between people.
Yeah, Emily loves that.
I
for sure.
live for having my own bubble.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing that I have a hard time with at grocery stores. When I'm in line, waiting at the till, and someone's butt rushing me with their cart, and it's like jamming into my leg, and I'm like, Mo Flucka, can you not step the fuck off? I'm trying to pay for my groceries. Get your cart out of my butt. And then, and then I'm trying to pay, and I can't even do that. So this 6 foot distance, I'm living for it.
Yeah, Emily's trying to tell me all the pros about this. She's a pro-COVID.
No, I'm not.
She thinks everyone should have it.
I'm also...
You're pro-distance.
I am living for the isolation, because then when people want to talk to me or hang out, I'm like, so sorry, isolating. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's so funny.
It's an introvert's dream.
Is he in the blanket?
He's in the blankie and then in another blankie.
Him? Oh, little baby.
His little head's tucked over
that's his butt. Ronnie. Oh, spooky. Ronnie, you were so good on Salt Spring. I don't understand.
Go back.
He's gotten so much more scared of fairies in the past 3 times that we've done it. Maybe it's our anxiety as well.
Probably.
This is my new workstation. It's already a mess, because that's how I roll. I'm going to be doing some editing here. We have 2 weeks of self-quarantining to do. We bought $370 worth of food, and
You've eaten all of it.
And I've eaten, yeah, all the good stuff at least. I've eaten all the jalapeno cheesies and almost all of the Ben & Jerry's, so I think that we probably need to leave already. We did... Yeah, we got... Oh, I thought it was empty. That's why it was there.
No, where is it?
We did a bunch of prep. It's right there.
Like, throw it out.
No. This is like a squash made out of butternut squash. This is like a vegan cheese sauce that we use for macaroni. And we also had it for spaghetti. We mixed it with this sauce here, pasta sauce. We cut up a bunch of broccoli and packaged it in these bags so that we have everything pre-made. This is 2 more butternut squashes that we cut up for similar types of dishes. This is a bunch of chicken. We don't eat too much meat. This is like pretty much all the meat we got, and some bacon. That's all the broccoli, frozen broccoli. So we definitely have enough food to eat for the next 2 weeks, but it's just we actually have to like prep stuff up and really be aware of everything that we have and use everything we have. We're gonna have to start making our own potato chips because we're out of those, and our own ice cream type treats, or cookies in this case, because that's what we actually live on, not any of that food I just showed you. The hardships that we have to live through. We had to buy cake and pastry flour instead of white flour because that's all they had. And now our pizza dough, because I'm going to make pizza tonight, because in the past like 3 videos I've made pizza. The pizza dough is not rising properly. Like it just doesn't have the gluten. It just separates. It needs to stretch. So our pizzas are going to be weird. I'm not sure how they're going to turn out really, but this should be like filling past the bowl. Like this has been rising for like an hour. So unfortunately, our pizza dough is going to suck. Imagine the I know you guys can't put yourself in my shoes because that's just too traumatic. It's too devastating really to have pizza dough that doesn't work. I know you guys don't understand, but it's a tough life I live. And Emily's doing a child's puzzle.